Hey fellow duelists, it's RagingRaidRaptor here again, coming at you with a brand new card discussion on the recently revealed Raidraptor Revolution Falcon Airraid, which was recently revealed in the latest edition of the V-Jump magazine, and also presents a possible new direction that Konami could take the archetype in. It is a rank 6 monster with 2000 attack points and 3000 defense points, similar to the original Raidraptor Revolution Falcon. However, unlike the original Revolution Falcon, this card can be X-summoned either through using a traditional rank up magic card like Soul Shaver Force or Skip Force, as you normally would do for these sorts of Raidraptor monsters. However, what makes this card stand out amongst those monsters is that they can be special summoned from your extra deck by discarding a rank up magic card from your hand, then overlaying it on top of a rank 4 or 5 Raidraptor monster on your field. Its first effect allows you to target a monster your opponent controls, destroy it, then your opponent takes damage equal to all of the attack points when it is X-summoned. Also, if this card is destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a copy of the original Raidraptor Revolution Falcon from your extra deck and then attach this card as X material. So what do I actually think about all this? The first effect, although similar to the first effect of the original Revolution Falcon, can actually be better than that card, since it can inflict burn damage equal to all of the attack points of the destroyed monster, as opposed to the original where it only inflicts half the damage. Unfortunately, however, things do take a massive downhill from here, specifically when you compare it to the original Revolution Falcon, which is significantly more powerful and versatile. Although I did say that the first effect of Airraid can be better than the original Revolution Falcon in some instances because of the high amount of damage it can inflict, the original is much more diverse in terms of when you can actually use it, providing that it has an X monster as X material attached to it, since you can use the effect of it at any moment during your turn, which might be needed in certain situations. Also, the original can use its second effect to potentially OTK your opponent, since you can have it attack every monster on your opponent's side of the field, which will then reduce the attack and defense points of a special summoned monster when this card attacks or is attacked, giving it more protection from battle than Airraid. But you could argue that Airraid's effect can be difficult for decks that mainly use destruction effects to get over, since it would force them to special summon Revolution Falcon from your extra deck just to get rid of this card. However, the problem with that is if your opponent is able to destroy both Airraid and the original, you will not be able to special summon the original from the graveyard with effects like Skip Force or Sharp Laners, since the second effect of Airraid does not count as an X-summon, which can potentially lose you games if you needed the original to help you win in that instance. So with all the negative things I've said about this card, why did I even bother to make a video about it? It's because I think this card might represent a brand new direction that Konami could possibly take it. Based on the line of text that states you can also X-summon this card by discarding a rank up magic spell card, using a rank 5 or lower Raidraptor X monster you control as X material, which is similar to number S0 Hope Zexal in regards to summoning it. Maybe this could be a sign that higher ranked Raidraptor X monsters could in fact be summoned like this in the future, which would make it faster to summon them since they would count as inherent special summons, meaning that your opponent would not be able to chain cards like Vanity's Emptiness, Dimensional Barrier or Max C until the monster is summoned, which is much better than having to activate the rank up magic card that your opponent can chain to, and is harder for your opponent to see coming if one of your Raidraptor X monsters is still on the field after your opponent's turn, since you don't have to summon 2 monsters to X-summon beforehand. And who knows, maybe builds that run number S0 Hope Zexal could become more played if Konami released more cards in order to make this playstyle more consistent. Alternatively, they could go in the direction of cards like Cyber Dragon Infinity or Utopia the Lightning, where you can X-summon them from the extra deck just by overlaying them on top of the specified monsters in the card descriptions, which would be preferable since you would not have to run rank up magic cards to summon them, although I don't see Konami doing that in the future. So in conclusion, I think Raidraptor Revolution Falcon Airraid could represent a brand new direction that the archetype could take, Not necessarily because it's a good card that makes the archetype better in terms of consistency or power, but in terms of the way that you can summon this card. But ultimately, I want to know what you guys think of this card. Do you have a similar opinion to mine? Or do you think this card will actually be used? Let me know in the comment section below. I've been RagingRaidRaptor, and I'll see you all again next time.